The woman that stays at his after the dinner party and cleans up and does the dishes and puts everything away and brings out the garbage is the woman he will cheat on and take advantage of. Or she's going to stay in the friend zone. She's a golden retriever. The woman who leaves the party early or maybe even cancels last minute, that's a black cat and that's the woman he's going to marry.
This is how old women set up the younger generation. They set him up to fail. Why would a guy ever consider marrying up a girl that doesn't even show up or leaves as soon as the meal's over, compared to the girl who showed up and cleaned up afterwards? It's funny that the Daily Wire guys are never around for these videos, but they got more smoke than Andrew Wilson's studio office when a guy says he's not going to get married.
Do not appreciate women for women doing things for them. So the woman that stays back, the golden retriever cleaning everything, she thinks, oh my God, he's going to see my value and everything I bring to the table. I'm doing so much for him. Oh my God, he's going to fall in love with me because he sees I'm like the amazing wannabe wife. I'm like this amazing woman for his future children. No. Men don't think that way. Women think that way. Men think she's so needy and desperate. She's staying till 4 a.m. Everybody's already left. She just wants my recognition. She wants my time and my validation and my love. She wants to hop into bed with me. How needy, how desperate. I want to get her out of this place.
There is no man that thinks like that. They will not think you're needy because you wiped a counter. If you're there cleaning till 4 a.m., they'll probably think there's something wrong with you, but needy wouldn't be the top of the list. But her drumming up this outlandish case that's never going to happen doesn't prove her point. Her doing some cleaning, if anything, is going to put her in a better position because it's showing him that she actually cares a bit more than the girl who's not willing to clean.
That may be cancelled last minute or left home early is the mysterious woman that mentally stimulates him because he thinks, why is this woman so unbothered that she left my amazing dinner party? Remember, men have a huge ego. My amazing party, the place to be. How come she has something else to do that is more important to her? How come she had to leave early? What else is she up to? Is there another man in her life? How come she cancelled? What could potentially be better than my dinner party at my place? I'm that man. So all of a sudden, she triggered his ego.
Unless you're some Andrew Tate or some other egotistical person, none of this is ever going to happen. And even those guys won't even care, because guess what? You're replaceable. If you don't show up, don't worry, there's 50 other women that did. Not many people are as important as they think they are. And the guys you think that think like this are the beta ones, who you don't want to date anyways. You not showing up is not going to activate some lizard part of the brain. And all it's going to do is just make him think that, well, I guess you weren't interested, and he'll move on, and you won't get invited to the next one.
Trigger a man's ego has emotional leverage over him. Why? Because she becomes a mental challenge. She stimulates them mentally. The more a man thinks about a woman and is mentally stimulated by her, the more he wants to attain her, the more he wants to chase and pursue her. Because it is interesting to him because she's on a pedestal. She made very clear throughout her actions, not verbally, but throughout her actions. I'm unattainable, I have my own life, I don't need you to compliment me.
That boss babe stuff only really happens in movies, and women like this have to cope so hard, thinking they leave some impression on everybody they meet, or don't meet because they don't show up to anything. You aren't ego triggering these guys, or stimulating anything. You'll just be forgotten as quickly as you came, compared to the girl who shows up.
The golden retriever, the woman that stayed back and cleaned everything, basically communicated, again, not verbally, but in her actions, I need you. I want you to need me, and this is why I'm overcompensating and doing all these things, like cleaning, bring the garbage out, literally doing all these dishes, helping him pack up after the dinner party, so I can be valued and loved. That is desperate, needy, and clown shit.
No one's saying you have to show up with a broom and dish gloves, but showing even a little bit of initiative, other than to just sit there and eat, it at least signals that you're willing to do it just a little bit more. But I guess it's clown shit to show that you care by helping with the workload.
Tell you secrets. Sometimes these type of women actually end up in a relationship with their man, usually because that man is very insecure and thinks, oh my God, I've got a free personal assistant. But these type of women will stay the golden retriever throughout the entire relationship. They will get cheated on, they will be taken advantage of, and they will be walked all over. So ladies, take a pick. Become the black cat. Stay unbothered.
This is about the only thing she's right about in the video. Doing all those things doesn't mean he won't cheat on you. But do you think doing or not doing these things will raise the chances? And that's really kind of what these things are all about. Risk mitigation. It's the same thing that men do when they buy you a house, a ring, take you on vacations. Yes, they do it part because they love you, but it's really the same thing. He's doing these things also in part to make sure you don't cheat on him. Women doing the cooking, cleaning, child raising, and keeping the house in order is their way to contribute to his life and keep him from cheating. Just like how men protect and buy you stuff. That's their way. It's just two different ways to mitigate the risk. Nothing's bulletproof, but these are just the tried and true methods that kept people from cheating. But you know really what the best method is? It's just having some enthusiastic sex. There's no amount of cleaning or money that can compensate for that. But women like this don't want you to know that because they have to cope and see that they didn't get their Chad, so they don't want any other woman to get theirs.